Good day, my friends. Today we bring you the segment, The Fastest Knockouts. So don't blink too often, or you risk missing the most interesting moments. On July 24, 2004, the promising Dominic Gwynn impressively passed the test against former world title contender Phil Jackson. Only 23 seconds after the starting bell, the veteran was lying in a heavy knockout, struck down by Dominic's powerful left hook.
40 лет – это, конечно, возраст. Вот тот самый левый крюк, о котором я вас предупреждал. Думаю, и Джексона предупреждали. Короткий, жесткий удар. И всегда прицельный. Похоже, Гвен не рад своей победе. Да и чему рад?
On December 16, 2005, Ukrainian Alexander Gurov traveled to the Foggy Albion to defend his European cruiserweight title against local favorite David Haye. Cautious probing was interrupted by a crushing right punch from the Brit, sending the veteran to the canvas until the referee's count ended. The fight's timekeeper recorded the number 45.
Talent and probably the fact that he is at the better end of his career, but he has to be very, very careful here, as you can see.
14 knockouts in his 14 wins. David Haye all within 4 rounds. The only time he's been the fifth. He was knocked out, but a right hand towards Alexander Gurov inside the opening 40 seconds. And I don't know whether he's going to make it. There's the power of David Haye, a Christmas cracker for the Bounty Puncher. He is the European champion, and it is all over in a flash.
And I think that was part of a plan, Adam, because you could see him winding up the right hand. He tried one before, but was slightly...
Confidently sweeping aside unpromising opponents, Giant Ty Fields intended to claim his first significant scalp on June 28, 2008, in the form of seasoned Monty Barrett, who had unsuccessfully fought for championship belts twice. But the veteran had a radically opposite opinion. Easily dodging the Canadian's lumbering wide swings, the American landed several hard punches that ended the fight. Barrett took only 57 seconds to annihilate the Giant.
It's almost like a rabbit throwing itself against a wall. Tonight he has promised to use his boxing skills, and he counterpunches Fields early and knocks him right on his butt with a series of big right hand shots.
Same thing with saying big guy, but doesn't have the coordination that goes with being a boxer. It's a lot different from other sports.
And it's stopped right there by Kenny Bayless, who has seen enough to figure that it's dangerous to let Ty Fields go forward, and Monty Barrett has a knockout 1 minute into the fight.
He fought a very disciplined fight, placed his punches, and took advantage of the clumsiness and the awkwardness of Ty Fields. In fact, probably Ty was a pleasure to look at after comparing to Vanle in terms of size.
That's probably what Barrett thought he could do against Vanle.
Yeah, but he didn't fight.
On July 10, 2021, the Kazakh giant Ivan Dychko scared fans badly by sending Russian Denis Baktov into a terrible knockout with a devastating right punch. The second hand stopped at the mark 60. Thank you all. You're all free to go.
And they're just snatching through, and then again Baktov doesn't want to wear too many of those. Solid jab from Dychko as well.
He just stepped into it, didn't he? That's a good shot.
And again.
Thing is, when you so lovely left hand there from Dychko. When you have power, you make the guy feel it early, and it just makes him second guess every movement. So it just slows him down, makes him overthink stuff.
Oh, well, that's the right hand from Dychko. And the referee Tazinde removes the gum shield
What
and that is over.
What a right hand, right on the button. Again, see, he doesn't...
On June 3rd, 2000, the formidable Samoan heavyweight David Tua went out to fight with the strong ex-contender for the championship title, Obed Sullivan. The American had no significant victories, but among his offenders were really serious guys, such as Vitaly Klitschko, Asim Rahman, and Michael Grant. Tua's puncher reputation was confirmed in this match as well. Already at the 51st second of the fight, Sullivan was knocked out. Thank you all. Everyone is free to go.
All of his biggest wins were fought when he weighed between 223 and 226 pounds. Bigger is not better, especially for a guy who's only 5'10".
30 knockouts in his career, 13 of which have come in the first round. And Tua scoring to the head of Sullivan. And down goes Sullivan.
Then again, when you can punch like that, why train?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. David Tua with a blistering array of punches to the head of Sullivan.
And Obed Sullivan is still a little funny in the head. That was quite a left hook by David Tua. That's his punch. That is what will win him the heavyweight title if he's going to win it. But I'll tell you.
On November 22nd, 2014, the young Anthony Joshua easily passed the test against the highly experienced compatriot Michael Sprott, finishing the fight in just 86 seconds. Cautious probing, a powerful hit from Anthony, and a finishing series prompted the third man in the ring to a rightful stoppage of the fight.
Sprott, as you say, Jim, comes through and he's wobbled, he's shaken by that, and Joshua straight on him, and Sprott's in big trouble here. Joshua just teeing off. Terrell Conant says that will do it right there.
Heaven's sake!
Stunning.
Goodness me! And the referee, was he watching the fight, a referee now? His heels, but the referee took far too long there. It was obvious he was almost out of there. He doesn't get off his mark quickly, but I was really worried for a couple of seconds there.
On June 22nd, 1938, the whole of America, with bated breath, was waiting for their favorite Joe Louis to enter the ring. He was opposed by German boxer Max Schmelling, who 2 years before sensationally knocked out the hope of the Star-Spangled State in the 12th round, discouraging numerous fans of the American talent. The victory in the rematch was extremely important for the 24-year-old Louis, and the boxer did not let his fans down. The fight was completed already in the first round. During this short time, Schmelling visited the ring floor 3 times, after the terrible blows of the Brown Bomber.
Max is up at the count of 2. Louis moves in. Ripping punches by the Brown Bomber send Schmelling down again. A crushing right explodes off Schmelling's jaw, and Max goes down for the 3rd time. It doesn't look like Schmelling's going to make it.
On December 10th, 2005, Matt Skelton had no trouble defending his British heavyweight champion title in a fight against John McDermot. The fight lasted only 79 seconds, during which the contender hit the canvas 3 times. After John's 3rd fall, the referee stopped the fight, despite the boxer's dissatisfaction.
Looking and staring at a potential defeat. Terrific corking right hand from Skelton, and Skelton now is looking for the quick first round finish. Oh, he's gone down. That was to a body shot. Didn't look like a clean shot to me, but he's gone down twice already.
Tonight, he couldn't have hoped to have got off to a worse start. Walked onto the right hand. Still, his head isn't cleared. He's hanging on for dear life, but now he's
the 3rd time. I think, is he going to wave it over?
No, he fell over there as much as he was pushed, but McDermot just got off to an absolute nightmare of a start. Skelton can't miss him, or hasn't been able to miss him up with that right hand.
Cracking right hand, though, that Skelton threw.
Just got it.
It's all over this time. The fight is all over in the first round. McDermot is complaining that he was pushed down. Skelton celebrates. There's a fair number of jeers in the...
On October 13th, 2012, The promising David Price added the most valuable scalp to his collection by crushing Olympic champion 2000 Audley Harrison in just 82 seconds. A powerful series from David, and the veteran was lying in a heavy knockout. An impressive performance, to say the least.
Is David Price for real? Well, most people think he is. If Haye out with that left hook. Oh, great shot! Terrific uppercut. And a tremendous right hand.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's out. He's out. He's out. The fight is all over. Devastating punching power from Price. Harrison's still down. Price celebrates, and Harrison is still poleaxed. He doesn't know what's happened.
That was a nice right hand. Audley was gone. I thought the referee, I think he was trying to step in.
Legendary Bernard Hopkins, who set many world records, is hardly known to fans as a strong puncher. Old Bernie's vicious spoiler boxing was a good cure for insomnia for many boxing fans. However, it is the executioner who is the guy behind one of the fastest knockouts in boxing history. On January 27, 1996, Hopkins defended his IBF title against Steve Frank. A smashing combination of 3 blows forced Frank to say goodbye to his title ambitions already after 24 seconds.
Wait for the bell. Come on.
So Steve Frank and Bernard Hopkins. Hopkins the champion. This is his first title defense. He won the title in a second after his bout with Terry Norris. Now Frank's idea is stay away, jab, don't give too much ground, and hope to fight him later in the fight. Good right hand right out of the box. Down goes Frank. Right there. First punch of the night.
You know, when a fighter takes a fight on only 7 days notice, you think he might come out and take a shot early because conditioning will be a factor later. Here, he doesn't take a shot, he looks, he waits, hesitates, and bang, he's...
On May 21, 2005, American heavyweight Lamont Brewster defended his title against eternal challenger Andre Golota. The Polish heavyweight was considered the favorite of the fight, but the champion had a radically opposite opinion on this matter. Knowing about the problems of Golota at the start of the fight, Brewster started the fight unusually actively and aggressively. This strategy paid off. The fight lasted only 52 seconds, during which Golota visited the floor of the ring 3 times. After the 3rd knockdown, the referee gave the go-ahead to end the fight.
Koniec, proszę Państwa. Koniec kariery Andrzeja Goloty.
On October 13, 2012, the good-natured big man David Price, who was considered a very promising fighter at the time, went out to fight with Olympic champion Audley Harrison. The former unsuccessful contender for the title, Harrison did not shine at all in the pros, and his main achievement was an early victory over the journeyman Michael Sprott, to whom he was losing on points at the time of stopping the fight. Nevertheless, the 40-year-old veteran was considered not the worst test for the heavyweight David, who was on the rise to Olympus. However, Price himself clearly thought otherwise. The left-handed Audley's stance, uncomfortable for many rivals, did not bother the 29-year-old David at all. Already at the end of the first minute of the fight, the veteran was seriously shaken, and then a powerful forehand sent Harrison to the ring floor. It was pointless to start counting down. Price's bright and convincing victory over an experienced opponent. February 22, 2003 will remain in the annals of history as the last victory of the legendary Mike Tyson in the professional ring. Fans have witnessed how already in the 49th second of the fight against strong Clifford Etienne, Iron effectively finished the fight with a powerful right hand. This victory was the 3rd fastest in the career of the great champion in the professional ring. On March 19, 1996, heavyweight prospect Jeremy Williams faced journeyman Arthur Weathers. Before that, Williams had a good streak of 7 wins in a row, all of which by knockout. Weathers was extremely cocky before the fight, arguing that if he lost to Jeremy, then only by decision. But the favorite of the fight thought otherwise. Williams ended the fight in the 10th second, knocking his opponent out with a perfect right uppercut.
And he is now trying to collect as much experience to be as ready as he can be once he makes it to the top and gets a shot. And it may be quicker than we imagined. Seconds into the fight, and it is stopped by Marty Jenkins. You have seen one of the quickest knockouts in pro boxing history. Jeremy Williams, although in the top 10, feels he has been passed over.
On September 12, 2008, the 2004 Olympic champion, Cuban Odlanier Solis, effortlessly defeated the little-known Chad Van Sickle. During the 92 seconds the fight lasted, the American heard the referee's unpleasant count twice. On September 25, 1962, Floyd Patterson defended his championship belt in the royal weight category from the formidable Sonny Liston. Many boxing fans, and even, according to sources, President Kennedy, who was on good terms with Floyd, dissuaded the champion from such a fight. But pride and ambition did not allow the boxer to give up the fight with Liston. The fans' fears were not groundless. Much more physically powerful and possessing the most terrible blow, Liston simply destroyed Floyd. Already in the first round, the challenger sent the opponent into a heavy knockdown. Patterson failed to rise before the end of the countdown. Pride pushed Patterson to a rematch, which took place on July 22, 1963. The boxer planned to beat the champion due to lightning attacks and constant movement, avoiding the terrible attacks. But it's much easier said than done. Liston knocked out his opponent again in the first round, with the only difference that the repeat fight lasted 4 seconds longer. On November 25, 1983, the great Larry Holmes fought the undefeated Marvis Frazier, the son of the legendary Joe Frazier. Frazier was considered a very promising boxer. The fight with Holmes was only the 11th fight in Frazier's career, and he was simply not ready for such a formidable opponent at this stage of his career. Already at the end of the first round, Larry sent his opponent into a knockdown, after which, with a powerful finishing series of blows, he forced the referee to stop the dangerous beating.
Didn't have him down. Oh, the long right hand. Well, look at that. He's been down as an amateur, Marvis Frazier. This is the first time as a pro. He's not in control of his legs. He measured that right hand, and there's the fighting. What he can say. What can he say? But look how here he comes with the next punch. and he really could do with those seconds ticking away fast round. He shouldn't have dropped his hands, and Holmes warned everybody that he would have to put the kid in his place, and it looks as though many people thought it was. Really putting young Frazier in trouble there. Will he get over this first round? The gun shield comes flying out. Bill Zane, the referee, hopefully giving him every chance, but it's all one way now, and he stopped it in the opening round. A few seconds to go, 3 seconds probably.
On September 21st, 2019, the unremarkable Latvian Kristaps Dudas delighted the home crowd with a swift victory over the hopelessly declining ring veteran Danny Williams. At the start of the fight, Dudas dropped the Brit with a left punch. And that was it. The stopwatch froze at the figure 23.
It's so like Dennis Williams. Ui! Viss! Šeit ir viss! Izskatās, ka te ar to viss ir beidzies. Viss! Cīņa ir galā! Cīņa ir galā! Un Kristaps Dudas 7. reizi pēc kārtas. Cīņa beidz pirmajā raundā. Viens sitiens un leģendārais Dennis Williams ir uz ringa dēļiem.
On July 21st, 2001, McCline made a serious statement by destroying former title contender Michael Grant. In the first seconds of the fight, a perfect punch from Jamil sent his opponent into a knockdown.
Of the two operations, if ever, you know his body is bone dry.
Chaotic attempts to finish off Grant ended in a clinch. After the referee separated the fighters, Grant refused to continue the fight, citing an injury sustained during the fall.
Michael.
All of his vast reputation. Bring a fighter into the ring. Action. Here's another look.
Boy.
Perfect shot with the left.
Feeling my feet, my ankle right now was like the bone. I felt it.
On May 3rd, 2005, a clash of prospect of the undefeated Saku Powell and Cornelius Bundridge took place. What happened in the ring is difficult to describe. It's better to see it with your own eyes. Already at the 6th second, as if in the iconic Rocky II, after a simultaneous attack, both guys were on the floor of the ring. After the resumption, the fight did not last long. Powell's straight left sent the opponent to the floor of the ring. Trying to get up, Cornelius again fell to the floor, but he managed to get up, to fall again in a few seconds. The referee saw enough to signal the end of the fight. It was the 22nd second of the fight. On February 24, 1996, former world champion Oliver McCall, known primarily for his early victory over Lennox Lewis himself, went out to fight with the promising Oleg Moskayev. The fight was completed already in the first 3 minutes. In the middle of the round, McCall shocked the Russian and sent him into a knockdown. He barely got up, but his condition did not satisfy the referee, who gave a fair go-ahead to stop the unequal fight.
I don't know if this guy's going to be able to continue. His eyes are very, very glassy right now. His legs are wobbly, and referee Joe Cooper says, no, it's all over. And he did the right thing, because Moskayev's legs are certainly wobbled. Oliver McCall knocks him out in the first round with a right hand. So Oleg Moskayev, who hadn't been stopped in his career as a professional, is clipped by a strong right hand by Oliver McCall.